Statement of law. Created. Okay. Calculate the following ratios: profit margin, asset test ratio, trade payables payment. Okay. I'll quickly look at my notes. Profit margin. Okay, so this is under profitability. So let me say here 5.1.
Okay, and then also note where would profitability be? Income statement or statement of financial position?
Ooh. Profit profit before tax, comprehensive in profit and loss.
Yes, so just make a
Yeah.
note there in the red next to it, like
Yeah.
note it will come from your statement of comprehensive income. Sometimes I would say give the profitability ratios, but then they don't mention it, man. Then you don't know.
That's true. Bold this one, income. So now
Your
that
font is still, oh, is your font still 14? Nee, man, I don't know why it's still small. It's your Zoom. Just go to view
I
quickly.
zoom, ek is by
Go,
okay.
go to view
View.
on top.
Yes.
Okay, Zoom.
This zoom.
No, not that. Let me see, it should open something. Go to 100% next to it.
It is
Oh
100%
man, it's
now.
supposed to, okay, go to Zoom again. No man, I
Mm-hmm.
normally make mine 135. Go to
135.
Zoom
Now come,
again.
let me some
See if
say
Zoom
here
can open.
one. I say, it's better.
Daar's hy beter nou.
Awesome. Let me just quickly see. So profit margin, profit before tax over sales. Profit before tax over sales. And then this times by 100. So if that's fine. Okay, so profit before tax, let's quickly check. Profit for the year, and then it's income tax. So I assume it's this amount, 13,400. And then when we look at sales, profit for the year, we have cost of sales. Ooh, now we need to work back. Nay. Shoot, I think this cost of sales is maybe 149. I can't like see. Cost of sales 149, 123. And they did mention that 50%, no, 50% on credit. That's not. Okay, but we have a profit. No. Purchases. Check. Just thinking
Shana,
now.
just I think you could be a typo error. That can you see what is written under cost of sales and that what is something written under
It
over it?
looked like gross profit.
There's
I'll
it. It's
say, yeah,
too
yeah, yeah.
false.
There you go. Thank you, Ziza. Gross. I'm just gonna say gross. And it looks like 245, 100. So that means we can get sales. Yay.
243 100.
243. Okay. 243. 100. Then we got sales. And it's gonna be then this amount. It's gonna do this. Times 100. So that is going to equal 1300 over. Okay.
No, it's wrong. That's wrong, Shauna. Shauna,
Thirteen.
cost of sales plus gross profit will equal sales. Remember, sales minus cost of sales equals gross profit.
Gross profit,
So you have to
yes.
add the
Oh,
two
sorry.
together.
Oh, you are right. Okay. Dit minus dit geef jou dit. Ja.
Yeah. So in
There
the
we go.
red, if you can just make in the red. Okay, I finish off.
I did it wrong now. I should just do this. That'll be. There we go.
Yeah, that's correct. Now in the red, just make note the cost of sales and the gross profit is hidden below in the line item. Just look clearly, because when they're gonna do that, they're not gonna know. You can write it in column T in the red, or wherever you want to.
Nee,
Doesn't
let me
matter.
someone do it across, or let me make a bubble so that they can see. So cost of sale was 149, and then gross was 243, 100.
Yeah, that's better.
And there, that's good.
Okay, then in the red, you can just write in B, remember to add cost of sales plus gross profit will give me my sales. No, plus gross profit.
Ag, ja. Minus sales is, nee man, steeds
Plus.
minus.
No,
Gross.
man, plus.
Plus gross gives you
Profit
sales.
equals sales.
Yes, sales. There we go. And
Okay.
oh, Aziza, what I also wanted to ask. So in my notes, let me just go back. So I don't know if they maybe can ask in the exam now, what does this mean? What does this ratio mean?
Yes,
Do we
yes, you
look
must
at
know what
if
it
it's
means.
larger than 1 or smaller than 1?
Okay,
Is there maybe?
this is measuring your profit to your sales. They do
Yes.
ask that, yeah. So you can just say that the operating or the gross profit margin is 3.42. It's actually low, but what industry is this?
This is. Doesn't look like they say. Members cash.
You can just say it's a low profit margin.
Okay.
And
So
it's also the profit margin is low because the what is that? The profit before tax is low and the sales is high. So therefore we have a
okay,
low profit margin.
is a low. So this is regarded as low, regarding low because it's lower than, is it 5 or what is that turning point
No,
to see?
there isn't a marker for that. For gross
Not a
profit, there
marker.
isn't a
Okay.
marker, but 3.4, they don't say what kind of business it is. It's just a
Mm-mm.
financial statements. Yeah, it's not,
Okay.
doesn't say what they sell.
But I guess if we can look at the profit, I mean 13,000 compared to
Yes.
300, we can see,
So they have
okay,
a lot of
it's
expenses. They have the cost of sales is quite high.
okay. That's true. Maybe I can also say cost of
It's probably
sales.
because the cost of sales is 50%. I think
Mm,
they said there somewhere it's 50%.
Let me just check. 50% was on credit.
Oh, no,
But
no,
I
no, no,
guess
that's
we
not.
can work it out. This is most the gross profit.
Yeah, but you can
So
just say it's high. You can just say it's high. Cost of sales is high.
yeah, so if we say cost of sales over gross times 100, then more than
Yes,
60%
it's more than
is of
50%.
this is high. That's why. Okay.
Yeah. You can just
Okay, that's good.
move that over there, then they know what you're talking about, the 61% where we said cost of sales is high.
Yeah. Someone say there. Cool. Nice.
Okay.
Next question, 5.2. So asset test ratio. Asset ratio. Just quickly check my notes. This is under liquidity. This is under liquidity. So let's say liquidity, and then our formula, current assets minus inventory over current liabilities. Okay. Let me just quickly see what is current assets. I'm just gonna say here current assets and just make a list. Okay, so the first one, trade receive. I'm gonna say this is. Ooh, do they ask in what year? Calculate for 2010. Okay. So we're just gonna look at 2010, 36. Cash is 24. Members, no. Retained, no. Equity, no. Payables, no. Portion, no. Tax, no. And it looks like this would be everything for current assets. So we need this plus this. The current is gonna be trade payables, which is 40,000. And I think payables were on credit. So the purchases, but the purchases would fall under trade payables, I assume. So let's see what we get. Assets is this minus 38 over 40. Um, oh, it's no percentage, it's 0.55. I'm just a bit unsure whether I had to look at the difference between 2009 and 10 or just look at 2010.
2010.
Nay, just 2010.
Mm.
Okay, so yeah, 0.55.
Your answer.
Yeah.
No, but what about the current portion of the long-term loan? Isn't that 2000 and the current tax? Isn't that a liability, a current liability?
Trade is current tax 6,900. Is it the portion loan from member? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
2000. Mm. 0.45.
It must be 1 point something. So what did you have for the
One.
first one?
So current assets, I only have trade receivables and cash. So
What
I
is your
get 60,000.
current assets was 36,000 and 24,000.
That's correct. So
And
60,000.
minus your inventory.
Inventory was 38,000.
Okay, so you minus that.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Okay,
And
correct.
then liabilities
Okay,
was
so it's 0.44. So what do you think 0.44 means? It's a bad
so
ratio because
it is under
it's under
one.
1.
It is under one. So what does that mean? It means that
It-
we have more liabilities than we have assets.
Okay, so you first start off, you can write at the bottom. The benchmark is 1. So it's under 1, so it's not a good ratio, right?
Ratio.
Um, the company will not be able to meet its short-term obligations because it will likely run into liquid problems like the cash won't be enough to cover all the liabilities.
Applications. Likely into
How much was the inventory?
38,000.
So and the current assets was 60. So the
Yep.
inventory was like more than half. So the inventory was like more than half, meaning that they it looks like they're relying on the inventory.
Yes. So let me say
Or all their money, their cash is
inventory.
tied up in inventory.
I oh,
This company could also be leading to cash flow problems. Also note that this is also industry, like it depends on the industry, so it's not hard and fast. You can just make that at the bottom also. Like please
okay.
note,
Note.
yeah.
So
Please
dependent.
note, dependent on the industry.
Dependent on the industry. Okay. So I guess industry, what type of industry I guess we'll see
So
some examples.
I think if you got a lot of inventory, then it will be lower. But if you have like a
Yes.
MTN type of company, or it would be
Mhm.
higher.
Okay.
It should
Okay.
be higher.
Cool. That's good.
Okay, this one
Alright.
done and dusted.
And the last one, 5.3.
Let's go to the next one.
Yes, 5.3 was trade payables payment settlement period. Ooh. Trade receive. Oh, okay. So this is also liquidity. Liquidity. And then our formula is average trade payables. Trade payables points. Really safe. Credit purchases. Ah, that's where that purchases comes in now. Now the formula for average trade payables. It's just going to be your start plus in divided by 2. Okay, so average trade pay is going to be trade payables, so 40,000 plus 42,000 divided by 2. Just double checking this. Equals. There we go. So then our formula will be this amount times 365 over credit purchases, which they said were 50%. So purchases were 162,300 times 50%. So the period is then 185 days.
So that is quite a high number.
Is
So it
there a
means,
benchmark for this one, Aziza?
yeah, so that 184 is like a half a year. You can write there, this is approximately a half a year. It could also mean that the company is holding on to its cash to be used for other investments. Or it could also mean that the company is struggling to pay its bills. Once again, it's also industry dependent.
Okay.
So in a industry like ShopRite, I would think it's not acceptable.
Yes.
But in a company that's selling more expensive items, it probably
Okay.
would be. Yeah, if it's fast moving, you know what I mean.
That makes sense. Yeah. So yeah, it depends on your inventory. You don't want it going
Yeah.
bad.
So
Okay,
that's how you
awesome.
will answer that type of questions.
Perfect. So
So
this was save ratio 1. So number next.
Nulan,
Number
Num and
one.
Lan.
Oh. Yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh, lots of additional information. Ooh, lots of things. Okay. 7 marks. Okay. Let's start with return on equity. 4.1. Oh, it's my this. Okay, I'll check my notes. Return on equity. Return on ESOP profitability. Okay. Aziza, would we get marked if we write out the formula, or I guess
Yes, I think you do get marks if you write out the
no.
formula.
Okay. Then I will write out the formula before tax. Wait, am I doing the right one now? Yeah, return on equity. Total equity. Okay. Equity times 100. So we would have profit for the year. Okay. equity. This is an interesting one. Equity. Let's see. So members' contribution, 100,000. Ooh. There we go. Members also land was 80,000. Land and buildings. Asset replacement reserve. No. Loan to member. Asset. Yeah. Retained earnings. I think this one. Yeah. Retained earnings, 98. Depreciation, loan. Allowance, profit. Okay. I think this is equity. Double check any additional information. Okay. So our ratio would be profit before tax 90,000. 32, and the previous year it was 25. Now, is that good? Is that bad? 2012, and then 2011 it was 25%. What would it mean? Okay, so it means we made more profit in 2012 than we did in 2011. So it decreased, which means it's a bit bad. Or we received more members' contributions, which I guess is good since you have more members now in your company or in the CC. Or yeah, I got 32%.
Okay, so you've got the 100 and the 80.
And
And the
then
retained earnings, you've got the asset replacement.
I was wondering if that one is okay, replace. Asset replacement 25. Here we go, 29. Okay.
Okay. Let me just see if you've got all in.
Tax. Loan. So
Okay, so how much
now
does that add up to?
I get 303,000.
Okay, and then you got?
Profit before tax, which is this 90,000.
But you must still take the tax into account there. Did you take it into account? No, the number one is based on 28% tax. So you must net it off.
Profit before tax.
Yes.
Yeah. So this is profit for the year. So
Yes, so you have to go before tax. So you have to take the tax component out. So you say 90,000 divided by 72%.
72. So profit for the year, we must make the assumption tax is included.
Just make a note. Go there to column V. Column
Oh,
V. Just go to column V there with notes.
oh, V.
Then yeah,
Okay.
then let's just write the profit before
For the
tax
year.
XXX tax. And then the next line taxation. No, the next line taxation XXX, right? And then net profit or profit for the year, right? XXX. So we're sitting here by XXX, but the formula says profit before tax.
So you need to, I see.
Okay.
This is a good one. Okay. I'm gonna fix this one now. So now, let me list it. So now, oops. So now we're going to add it. Okay. 90,000 is toch nie. Too many brackets. No, no, no. This X. 38? Okay, nonsense. Wait. Profit for the year. So then we're going to add that tax to get profit before tax. 90,000 plus it's a rate of 28%. 90,000 times.
No, something don't look lekker here because you
No,
got
it doesn't.
100. Yuba says just put there in line 4 below total equity, right? Or in column Q. Just go to column P, yeah, Q, there, that empty one. Go up, one up, one up, right? Say equals 90,000 divided by 0.72.
125.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So now you go.
Let me just quickly check. What did I get?
Now you must now
90,000
say 125 divided by 303,000.
plus.
What plus?
Wait. Let me just quickly understand. So that, okay, so the total amount is 90,000 profit before tax. Sorry, profit for the year. And then the amount that is taxed is 20, I'm gonna write it here, is 28%. So in my mind, I would have done 90,000 times 0.28. Here we go. This one. But we're gonna tax it.
And if you add it
So if I
together,
want to get this one, it's this one plus this one, and I get this one. Oh.
no,
What else is
hold on. 90,000. Just hold on. Let me just do it on my side quickly because you're doing something wrong. Equals.
90.
No, wait, I'm getting also mixed up now, yeah. What am I getting now mixed up?
Because to be honest, I haven't practiced this yet.
Wait,
I've
hold on,
just
it's not
focused on
difficult. It's not difficult. If your
no.
profit for the year is 90,000 and that one is 28%, right?
Yes.
So if you say one, let me just see here. Let me do it on my manual calculator here.
Yeah.
Well. Hold on.
Mhm.
Yours is definitely wrong.
Oh dear. Okay.
So if I get the 125,000 times 28% is 35,000. 125,000 minus, what did I say? 35,000 is 90,000. Don't ask me now how I did it. I can only do it on my calculator.
Okay, wait, Aziza. So just repeating this again. Let me somehow. I'll just have a look at it again. So it was 90,000 divided by. Let's see here. So we're gonna say it is 1 minus 0.28.
divided 90,000 divided by 72% is
Yes.
25,000. Yes. Now
Yes.
125,000 times 28% is 35,000. And then if you minus it, you get 90,000. Sometimes the Excel doesn't always work the best.
Oh, wait.
Do it on your calculator, on your manual calculator, then you see it works better.
Yes, I just quickly want to see now because now this means 90,000. So this 90,000, 1 minus 0.28 is 72%. Now we want to know how much of that is tax. Okay, I think I got the idea. You want to know what is the tax? Since it's already included, and then when you have that, which is tax, then you can get what it was before tax. Okay, I'm just gonna have a look at this one again, Aziza, but I think I understand now what you're trying to do. So this one is profit before tax divided by this one times 100. 41?
Yes. So that's a
Okay.
substantial increase. You can write there. It's a substantial increase. It means that maybe more
More
effective
profit?
management.
More effective
It could,
management.
yeah, it could also mean in the next line.
Mhm.
It could also mean that they're using the assets. Because remember, it's now profit before tax divided by equity. It could also be using that they're using the assets more efficiently to generate more revenue.
Mm.
It could also be that there was an increase in income. Is there increase in income? Oh, we don't know the 2 years. Okay. It could
Yes,
also
which
mean that
is the equity. If our total equity decreased, is that a bad thing?
it depends then no,
Profit.
no, it's not a bad thing, but it will depend what your profitability is.
Okay. Okay. Because I'm just thinking now, if this one gets smaller, then this will also get larger. But
You
if we
can
have
try it, you
less
can test it there.
equity in the business, then that's not the best. So, okay, so profitability, we are mainly focused on the profits.
Yes.
So I should
How we
explain
using
it in that way. Okay,
how we using our profit in terms of equity.
in terms of equity. Okay, sharp. This was a good one, this one. 4.2 is a scary one. Okay, return on total assets. Return. Quickly look at my notes. Profitability as well. Oops. So for this one, return on total assets, your profit before interest. Oops. Before interest and tax and then total assets. This is
Okay,
an
I'll just let you
interesting
finish this one totally.
one. Okay. So all that I can think of now. If let's see with additional information. Before interest, what interest? Before interest rate. Okay. Meaning that interest alone will be there. Okay, now we need to make a timeline. Fib. Okay. So from there to there. Really? And then 7 months. Yo, okay. So long-term loan. Where's that long-term loan will be? 150,000. So that is my okay. So now this one. So it's gonna be, since this will be a negative because it's you need to pay it. We need to add it. So no, I can be totally wrong. Okay, and then total assets. Total assets.
Hold on. I think you made a mistake there. So your profit before tax, the 10,500 rand is correct, but the profit before tax was 125,000. What did we calculate on top?
Oh, I did
125,000.
the wrong one. Oh, excuse.
Yeah. So you
Let
just
me
had to
someone
add
delete this.
125 and your answer.
Did the wrong one now. Paste. There we go. Is it
Where's your
this one?
answer?
Oh,
135,000. Okay.
Yay. There is hope. Let me someone delete this thing. I don't know what I did here. take this one and put it there. Cool.
Okay.
Assets. Oh, I'm still not gonna add everything here. So it's going to be land and buildings, which is 568,500 plus loan. Ooh, loan to member. I think that's an asset as well. Loan from member is the liability plus equipment that costs minus 25. Debtors controls asset 3. No. Sales no. No. Okay. Let's quickly see if this could be it. This. Oh, this. I'm
just going to the toilet quickly, eh?
Oh, good. 20, 12, 20, 18%.
Okay, there's something wrong with your total assets. You just go look.
Assets. Okay. Did I?
Let me just go to the ladies quickly.
Yeah, first go. I'll
Something
wait for
wrong.
you. No. Loan to member. Shoot, the corporate loan to member should be. CC, so
See your calculation quickly. Can I just?
is
Can
it
you just?
asset loan to member? Ooh, okay.
Oh, is this the sorry?
So,
Is that the 25,000? Is this your
let me just
calculation?
scroll down. That's correct. So they're at the top. So I'm just going to scroll up. So what did I do? I added land and buildings. So that 568,500.
I think you forgot the allowance for settlement discount granted.
I did. Okay. Minus 4,500. And then I get 41814.
Okay,
16.65.
just go there, highlight it again.
Okay. Should I have subtracted? Yeah, accumulated depreciation. Should get off. And then 50,000 for debtors control. Whoa, is debtors control 50,000? Yeah, it's 50,000. Sales? Should we add sales? No.
No.
No, and profit for the year? No.
Okay.
Oh, wait. The loan to is interest-free and repayable in full.
No, it's fine.
Yeah, but
814,000
it
is
doesn't mean.
correct.
No. Oh, then I get 16.6.
But now, why do you get the full 814,000? Have you got two 500s there? And where's another 500 that you got? 18,000, 814. Oh, 585. Oh, okay. 814 is correct then.
Okay, cool. And then I got 16.65%, so it is lower than the previous year.
Just highlight your cursor, your 814,000 again.
This one. Okay, let me quickly go up. So
Okay,
what did I
that's correct.
add?
Okay, it's
Okay,
correct. You can
awesome.
continue.
Perfect. So then if
So
I
you got now
divide it,
16.65.
yes, I got that one. So it's less than the previous year, which I guess is not good because we want more profit. But
Yeah,
it could also means we got more assets, so then that's good.
so you can write there that that for every 16.6%, it generates it generates 16.6 cents of the profit.
16 point?
It generates 16.6. What is it? 16.65%.
So for every
Well, it's
16.65%?
cents. It generates 16.65
Oh,
cents
I say.
of profit for every asset it owns.
Okay, this is a good one to remember
Okay,
this one.
that take out that 16 for every. Just say it generates. Start the sentence there.
Okay,
Otherwise, it looks confusing.
here we go.
Okay. All right.
Asset phones. Okay, awesome. And then the last one, 4.3 with financial leverage. Oh, yeah, no, which one is this one? To financial leverage. ESOP. Okay. Return on equity to return on assets. So so since we already did calculate it, so return on equity is this one, and assets is this one. Then it'll be 1 to 0.4, or did I not do this correct? What's leverage effect? Oh, so this is financial leverage effect is return on equity less return on assets. But now it's percentage now. Okay. .5? I can be wrong now.
Did you take your return on assets? How much did you get on the return on assets?
The return on assets was 16.65%.
Sorry, return on equity. What was your return on equity?
Return on equity 41.25%. So then I divided it by the
Let me just do
largest
it here.
percentage.
41.25% divided by 16.65%. So it's
16.65. Oh,
2.4. So it's
okay,
2.4.
so I must divide it by the small one.
Yeah.
Ach, wat maak ek nou? Okay, so it is this divided by the smallest one, and then this divided by the smallest one. Ah,
Okay.
okay. Just gonna
Okay, so
make
this
it.
just basically you can just write um it's a financial risk. When it increases, did it increase?
From the
Yeah, it
previous
increased.
year.
Yeah, from the previous year it was 1.5, so it went up. So you can just say a greater financial risk. The company took on a more financial risk.
Risk. So, Aziza, did you look now at the leverage effect or the financial leverage? This one.
Yeah, that one.
This one. So return on assets, since the return on equity is more than the return on assets, there's a greater financial risk.
Yes.
Okay. Um, yeah. Perfect. And then the last one. Ooh, this one looks weird. 5.1. Register his daughter. 3 years time, 3 years. Okay. Is concerned, enough funds available. Okay. Okay, the following. Oh, dis hierdie ding annuity. Monthly basis. Wait. Now, I just know how to do this one on the calculator. Okay, let me just write it out maybe. In 4 years' time, so N will be 4. If he invests his funds at an interest rate, so IY is 8%, this compounded quarterly is 3. And then what does he have in his savings account? Estimated cost, invest money, currently available in savings account. Okay. Oh, 10,000. Okay, got it. Quickly in my financial calculator. Um, so minus 1. Oh, invoice 3. 10 this payment. And I ask in 4 years' time, so it's the future value. So I get future value 139,262.44. Do it second mark. I think I
How
needed
much
to
you
divide.
can't have such a lot. How
Is
much
it
is that?
right? I think maybe I
100
shouldn't have divided this one by 3.
your
Yep.
your number of payments is 16, ne? Because it's quarterly, I think they said. For 4 years.
Yeah, 16, so 3. We have quickly. So N is 4 for 4 years, but then PY is gonna be 3 and 8, and payments is 10,000 for payment. Yeah. Ooh, okay, maybe this was my mistake. 41, 6 to 8.63.
Can you just make it bigger quickly? Because I can't see.
Oh, excuse you. Oh, I didn't make it bigger. 14.
Okay. Now do it like I do it with a manual method. I don't use a calculator. So if future value,
Okay.
the formula, write it down. Future value, the formula is PV 1 plus I to the value of N. Right?
Okay.
Right.
Okay. So let's
So
quickly
the
check.
10,000 rand, so the present value is 10,000 rand plus 1.08, which is the interest rate divided by 4, is
Wait, oh,
1.02.
sorry, Aziza, is this PV times 1 plus I or is it plus?
You must open the brackets, miss. So multiplied.
Is
No,
multiplied.
no.
Okay.
10,000. No, no.
Times 1
10,000 is not in brackets.
or 10,000.
Multiplied by,
1 plus
and then it's 8%. Now the interest divided by 4. So it is now 0.02, right? To the power of
yes,
16. So in actual fact, it's 10,000 rand in the next line times 1.02 to the power 16. Yeah, because
16.
it's 4 periods, 4 quarter, or 4 years. So if you say 1.02 to the power 16, what do you get? Multiplied by 10,000 on your calculator.
16. Isn't it 3? If I say I have 12 months divided by 4, which is quarterly, I get 3. Is it?
No, it's 4 years quarterly.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
it's 16
16. Okay. So then I get the
to the power 6.
163.
No, Sean, it's to the power 16.
Oh, excuse.
So just
13.
there's it.
Wonder ek hoekom het dit nie uitgewerk nie.
Because you use N as
Oh,
4 and not 16.
I'm wondering now. I think I shouldn't have used payment. This isn't an annuity. Sorry, PV. I'm gonna do it one time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Payment. Yeah. Okay. Then we have this one. Then we have that. And then we have 8. Compute future value. 13,000. Yeah, okay, that was my mistake. This one should have been PV, not. Okay.
Okay. And
Oops.
then 5.2.
And 5.2. I'll highlight this one just for in case.
These were nice practice examples now.
This is very nice. Taking into account the results. No!
This one is
Okay.
very easy.
Calculate the amount. No, I said no because now I would have had the first one wrong and now it's the second one and it's 9 marks. Okay, calculate an amount that must be invested monthly towards the remaining. Okay. Monthly for 4 years. So again, N is 4, but it's gonna be monthly. So PY monthly. Remaining balance.
Well, no, what are you doing? You don't have to
Well,
calculate it like that, Shana. You're just going to say the 35,000 minus the present value, and that's what you're going to need.
minus this one.
Yeah. But is it 35,000 or 35,800 or something? Just move up.
Let me just check. 35,700. You're
700.
right. 700. So this is the remainder. What was the ask? Calculate the month he must invest. So
Yeah, so
this
that's
is
this.
then
the amount to
I guess
invest.
PV, and then we want to know what is that, how much should he
No,
wait?
no. I want to know what is the investment that will be made after the interest. So that is the 21,000 is the investment.
For 5 marks.
Okay, no, you're right. You must still do the present value.
I think, yeah, kom ons kyk gou. Let me try again with this calculator. Yeah, this calculator makes me nervous for 12 enter 12%, 21,972.14 is either the PV or the FV. I always get confused to compute PV. Because then I get 4.79. Which doesn't feel right. Excuse me. Is there a formula for this one? Is it the same as this one, more
The
snare?
PV of the annuity is 1 plus I to the power n.
To the power n, yes, it's this one. Is this an annuity? Calculate the amount that must. That is skis. So this is gonna be this one. Payment is not gonna be this one. Sorry. I see now my mistake. Okay, so 4. Shoo. Another one. 12 is 12. Enter and then 12%. And then 21972.14 is the remainder value. So computer payments. So then I get 5411.32. Either this is FV or it is PV. No, this is half yearly. It's not monthly.
So you must divide it by 6. But this is the manual calculation here. I don't use that calculator.
The
I don't.
calculator
I
is
hate
not
that
reliable.
No,
Oh,
you keep
no.
always punching in the wrong. I rather used to study my formulas off by heart, and then it's easier to
Yeah.
put it in.
I think that's a good idea because now